Well, good evening, Busy Bees. It is Monday, October 20th. Here's your evening news rundown in under 5 minutes. So, Paul Ingrassia, a Trump administration communications staffer and former New York Young Republican, is under fire for a series of racist and anti Semitic text messages that were leaked to Politico and The Guardian. The messages reportedly contain slurs against Black Americans, jokes about the Holocaust, and the praise of authoritarianism. White House spokespeople have declined comment, while Democrats are demanding his resignation, calling it a reflection of the culture inside the administration. We all agree, well, many of us agree, that this party, this regime is akin to the Schmatzis. What's interesting is, if you're not familiar with this person, let me pull him up. This is Paul Ingrassia. On further inspection, I decided to look up his name, because if you look at his Wikipedia page, it doesn't give any indication as to his heritage. He is of Southern Italian heritage. And so I don't think he knows that Schmatzis would not be on his side. So I'm not sure who's going to tell him. Let's get rid of this photo. In other news, Kristi Noem is going to get 2 lavish private planes to take her around and for her photo shoots at the border wall and at detention centers, threatening human beings, with capture and exile. It's going to cost us $175 million. Construction on the White House ballroom began this week at the cost of $150 million estimated. Trump's luxury private jet, gifted by Qatar, Air Trump One, will cost me and you $80 million in security retrofits. The Arc de Trump, model after France's Arc de Triomphe, is projected to cost $400 million, bringing the grand total for these vanity projects to over $800 million combined. Not to mention what we're gifting to other countries, in terms of Ukraine, Israel, Argentina. We can tack on billions of dollars there. Argentina more recently with $40 million, but we don't have money for farmers. We don't have money for our military. We don't have money for food. We don't have money for our own health care, our own schools. Yeah, there's no money for us, but there we are. There were several major websites down, including Amazon Web Services, X, and multiple government portals. They went offline today with widespread outages. The Department of Homeland Security says there is no indication of a cyber attack, but has opened an investigation. And we know with this regime, this investigation is going to go nowhere because they don't know what they're doing, in my opinion. House Speaker Mike Johnson told reporters that Representative-elect Adelita Grajalva should just start serving. The problem is, without swearing her in, she doesn't have access to money. She doesn't have access to her computer. She doesn't have access to the things that are necessary for her to serve. What is she supposed to do? How is she supposed to serve them? Maybe if you did your job, which includes swearing this lady in, you could be earning your salary instead of just talking about nonsense and, not negotiating and just keeping us in this government shutdown. A federal appellate court decided that Trump is correct. So the Ninth Circuit of Appeals issued a ruling favoring the Trump administration, temporarily lifting a lower court block on certain National Guard deployments. Judge Sandra Acuda wrote that the president retains inherent authority during national emergencies. The problem is a president is fabricating national emergencies. I'm Simply Sugar. That's your evening news rundown. Stay smart, stay safe, stay informed. Like, share, and follow if you can.